Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you for your overwhelming response to all the hand feeding videos that I have shared with you. Today's video is about providing first time hand feed to your baby bird. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to the channel so that you will get the notification about all the new videos that I upload. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions regarding hand feeding, you can put down those questions into the comment section below and we'll try to answer those questions as quickly as possible. Also share this video with others so that they can also get benefited with the information provided in this video. I usually prefer 3 to 4 week old bird for hand feeding. Ideally, the baby birds should be raised by their parents, and with any reason if they are not able to do so, then those birds can be picked for hand feeding. For these three baby cockatiels, their parents started plucking their feathers, and you could see that there are blood marks on their body, and in some areas, their feathers are completely gone. Parents do that because of the stress of raising these chicks. In such cases, it is usually beneficial for the chicks that they should be hand fed rather than left with their parents to die. As per my experience, it is best to take out these chicks in the evening hours from their nest boxes. Reason for that is whatever feed they have in their crop need to be digested before you start them with the hand feed. So after taking them out of the nest box, they can rest for the whole night where they can digest their seeds, and next day morning their crop will be almost empty. You can still see that in these chicks they have seeds in their crops, and these seeds are quite visible. These chicks were taken out couple of hours ago from their nest boxes. You can see that these baby birds are little restless because it is the first time they are out of their nest boxes and without their parents. I have an incubator at home where these birds are going to be rested for almost 12 to 14 hours, and after that tomorrow morning they will be getting their first feed, and later on this video I'm going to share how you are going to prepare and give them their first feed. I also have a detailed video about preparing the hand feed for these little birds, and the link is given above. Here also I am giving a short video on how to prepare in the hand feed. I've taken half spoon of NutriBird hand feeding formula and mixed with boiling water, 2 spoons of boiling water. Stir it well so that it should not contain any lumps. This step is very important because it will decide the consistency of your hand feed, and for the first hand feed I would prefer to have it more like milk. As I only used boiling water, I'm going to cool it down in a bowl of cold water. Hand feed temperature is very important because either bird will reject the feed if it is too cold or if it is too hot. Always measure the temperature of your hand feed before feeding it to the birds. Hand feed temperature should be within 36 degrees to 40 degrees. It should be in between this bracket. If it is above 40, then you should cool it down to get it into the feeding range. In order to maintain the hand feed temperature, I do a small trick. I take out the hot water in a bowl, put a plate on top of it, and then place the hand feeding formula onto the plate. This way, the hand feeding formula will retain its temperature, and in order to measure the temperature, I put down the thermometer into it so that I can constantly see what temperature the hand feed is. Now it's time to get our birds for hand feeding. These cockatiel chicks will be little restless, but that's okay. It is just their second day out of their nest box. First of all, check their crops again. You will see that the seeds are not completely digested. Here I am showing you the crop of all three chicks in the morning when they are going to get their first hand feed. So one by one, I am going to show you all the chicks and their crops. Handle these birds very carefully because they are so afraid of you that they might try to escape from your hand, and doing so they might get themselves injured as well. But if you have handled a lot of these kind of chicks, then it's going to be very easy for you to handle these chicks as well. So handle it with care and with a lot of soft hand, and in just few hours or in just few days you will notice that these birds get used to of your hand, and they will start responding properly when you pick them up. These chicks are 24 days, 26 days and 28 days old, and these chicks needs at least 10 to 12 ml of hand feed. But as you can see, these chicks already have some seeds in their crops, so it is better to reduce your hand feed quantity to 5 ml instead of 10 to 12 ml. This is to ensure that the seeds get digested in a day or two along with your hand feeding formula. Always mix your hand feed before feeding it to the baby birds. Check the consistency and temperature. Fill it in a syringe to feed it to your baby birds. I am using here 5 ml syringe with a small tip. Also, I am using green colored syringe needle tapered tips. I found these very useful for hand feeding, and in the description box you will find more detailed about these tapered tips. You can see that the cockatiel chicks are hungry, and as this is their first feed, they are going to take a little bit more time from where the feed is coming from and adjust to the feeding tip. So make sure that you feed them drop by drop and not to rush. It may go to their lungs as well, and in that case they might start coughing, but most of the time they take it quite easily, and give them a break in between so that they can take some breath and then start catching up with the hand feed again. Give support to their head with your three fingers so that they can reach out to the syringe tip properly. I prefer syringe. Some people may prefer spoon, or some people may prefer droppers, but it's a personal choice. Now it's time to check the crop again. You can feel more hand feeding formula into the crops rather than seeds. Now it's time to feed second baby. Some chicks may immediately reject the formula, but just give them a second try, and as soon as they know that it's something to eat, they will start eating it immediately. Always support their head with your fingers so that they can eat the formula properly. Again, check the crop. It should not feel too tight, it should be very soft, and it should show you the hand feed as well as grains. It's time for the third chick. Keep it very simple. Support the chick's head with your fingers. Push the formula very slowly, and they will be able to eat that properly. As these chicks are almost 4 weeks old, they should get 3 feeds a day. So I'm going to repeat this 5 ml process for the afternoon feed, and then I will check their crop again for the seeds and for the formula to see if they can be increased with their hand feed for the night feed. It is also very important to play with these chicks, especially after the hand feed, because it is the first time they are getting their hand feed, or first day or first week, and they are getting used to of your touch. So it is very important to scratch their head, play with them, so that they feel better or they feel comfortable with your hand, and that way you will form a bond with these chicks. If you found the information shared in this video is useful for you to start first hand feed for your cockatiel chicks, then please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. You can also check the hand feeding video of cockatiels as well as lovebird and budgies in my channel, and hope you would like those videos as well. If you have any questions, please put down your questions into the comment section below, and we'll try to answer those questions as quickly as possible.